Today, we tell you the story CBS News decided not to air. A story of secret deals, vanished detainees, and a prison the world was never meant to see. In the arid plains of Tecoluca, El Salvador, a vast concrete fortress rises from the dust. Officially, it is called the Center for the Confinement of Terrorism, CECOT. In practice, it has become one of the most feared prisons on Earth. Built in late 2022 under President Nayib Bukele's sweeping crackdown on gangs, CECOT was designed to hold 40,000 inmates. Bukele sold it as a modern solution to crime, a symbol of order, a triumph of the state over chaos. But behind its towering walls lies something else entirely. CECOT is not merely a prison. It is a system of total erasure, of identity, of dignity, of time itself. And by 2025, it has evolved into something even darker, an offshore extension of US. Immigration enforcement, where deportees are sent to disappear. The story begins with El Salvador's so-called state of exception, declared in March 2022 after a surge in gang violence. Constitutional protections were suspended. Arrests were made without warrants. Tens of thousands were swept up in mass roundups, often based on tattoos, poverty, or proximity to the wrong neighborhood. CECOT was built to contain them all. Spanning more than 400 acres, the prison consists of 40 massive cell blocks. Each one holds up to 1,000 inmates. There are no windows, no outdoor yards, no visits, no phone calls, no clocks. Fluorescent lights burn around the clock, ensuring prisoners never know day from night. Journalists are rarely allowed inside. Those who have described vast halls filled with stacked metal bunks, 4 levels high, crammed with bodies. Prisoners are shaved bald, dressed in identical white uniforms, shackled and marched in silence. Guards carry rifles. Cameras watch every movement. Meals consist of beans, rice, and tortillas, often insufficient. Malnutrition is widespread. Medical care is virtually non-existent. Illness spreads quickly. Many do not survive it. Former detainees describe beatings upon arrival, forced nudity during searches, days without food or water, cells holding hundreds of men, sleeping on concrete floors amid human waste, electric shocks, water torture, prolonged isolation. Human rights organizations have called it a Kafkaesque hell, and not everyone inside is a gang member. Under Bukele's dragnet, countless innocent people have been detained, held without trial, without charges, without a timeline for release. Their cases lost in a bureaucratic void, families left with no answers. By 2025, CECOT took on a new and troubling role. Under the second Trump administration, the prison became part of a controversial new US deportation strategy. In March of 2025, the administration invoked the Alien Enemies Act, a wartime law from 1798, to deport hundreds of Venezuelans to El Salvador. Most had no criminal records. Many were asylum seekers. Some had pending court cases. Families were not notified. Lawyers were shut out. Flights departed in secrecy. Their destination was CECOT. The United States paid millions to house them indefinitely. The arrangement was opaque. The detentions had no clear legal endpoint. Critics described it as the creation of an American black site, outsourced to a foreign government. There were proposals to expand the program, to send thousands more, even to designate parts of the prison as US-controlled territory. At one point, the president publicly suggested that American citizens charged with crimes could also be sent to foreign prisons. Legal challenges followed. Federal courts ruled that the deportations violated due process. Judges ordered hearings. Some detainees were slated for return, but resistance continued. In one case, a man released from CECOT was immediately rearrested on new charges. Inside the prison, conditions did not change. Survivors who later spoke out described torture that mirrored what Salvadoran inmates endure. Silence enforced by violence. Psychological torment layered atop physical abuse. Many simply vanished. Advocacy groups documented hundreds of disappearances. Young men sent to El Salvador with no confirmation of their status, alive or dead. Then came the moment that nearly exposed everything. In December 2025, CBS, a major U.S. television network, prepared to air an investigation titled Inside CECOT. It featured interviews with detainees describing abuse funded, in part, by U.S. policy. Hours before broadcast, the segment was pulled. The decision sparked outrage. Journalists accused their own network of political censorship. The episode leaked online. It aired abroad. Millions watched. As of late December, courts continue to demand accountability. Lawsuits remain active. Human rights groups warn that what happened in El Salvador could set a precedent, one where immigration enforcement becomes extraterritorial punishment. CECOT now stands as a warning. A prison born from fear, empowered by politics, weaponized by state power, where the line between justice and cruelty has vanished. As one former detainee put it plainly, this is not a prison, it's a grave. And the world is watching, waiting to see whether the truth will finally break through the concrete or be buried beneath it.